Hey, Jess, you could post your question, Jess. What are you up to? Are you ready for your concert? I was gonna text you this morning. Girl, I was just feeling so happy. I was like, oh my God. I have this stupid allergy cough. Hi, Gypsy, how are you? Oh my God, let me tell you something, Jess. How about today? Since last night, I've gotten all these follows on Instagram, but I didn't see anyone that was following anyone. I don't know what Instagram is doing, but they must be doing something. There must be something with like, I don't know, because literally I woke up to 5 new followers and they're still coming in. That's the thing. I'm like, who the fuck is all these people? Let's see. Give me 1 second, Jess. What was yesterday's date? Yeah, me too, Jess. Me too. All right, give me a second. Let me just finish this real quick. Oh, I gotta check something really, really quick. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Let me just. Hi, everyone coming in. Please like the stream. Paid readings are open. Maria, read the pin message. Hi, Lucky. How are you? Welcome in, everyone. Oh my God. Hold on, Jess. All right, let's see. Why did... Hi, everyone coming in. Paid readings are open. There are no free readings on this channel. Just letting you guys know. Why did Junior follow me on IG? Let's see. Why did Junior follow Jess on IG? All right, I got the Eight of Cups. The Two of Wands. I feel like for whatever reason, yeah, you came up as people you may know, is what I'm getting here. Because I have the Four of Swords, the Ten of Cups. So To me, that's like when you know someone, even though you don't know somebody. Yeah, like the high priestess, the three of wands. So I feel like you must have. I'm what I'm getting is you came up on his people you may know, and he was curious, and just decided to follow you. Like he may have liked what he saw because I got the high priestess and the queen of swords. So to me, that is kind of like there's attraction there for sure. Um, I'm not getting anything else on this. Let me see. Is there anything else on this? The Seven of Cups and the Seven of I feel like this is people you may know because for me the Seven of Cups is like when options are showing up. Yeah, and I feel like he was drawn to you. Like it was like a magnetic pull. Like so, I feel like when he saw you, he was definitely attracted and just like decided to follow you. So that's what I'm getting. I'm not getting anything else outside of that. Like, for me, it just shows up like the King of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. So to me, there, like I said, there was like attraction there, um, and it was just kind of like an impulsive move. Like he was just like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna follow her." So that's what I have for you, Jess. I'm sorry that was a short answer, but I'm not getting anything else. Oh my God, it was mute. What the fuck? Jess, can you add Lucky 8 on the paid readings? I don't know when it went mute, but I was over here talking all this shit. So let me tell you about the guy from yesterday, right? So he calls me, and then so I'm going back and forth with him because I'm like, it was late, and I'm like, who the hell is this? I had not noticed that he literally had just texted me and then calls. So the only reason why I picked up because I'm like, it's late. Who the hell is calling me? And then he's like, oh, it's Santiago. And I'm like, okay. I said, and who are you? He's like, oh, you had given me your number. And I'm just like, when and where? Like, I haven't given out my phone number in over a year, and it's definitely not you. And he's like, oh, let me check. And then he's like, oh, on Facebook in 2022. And like, he laughs, like, in 2022. And I was like, okay. I was like, I haven't, and then I remember who it was. I was like, I haven't talked to you since then. I'm like, what's up? And he's like, oh, I just wanted to see what you're out. I was like, look, I do not have time for this. I said, I am out with my friends. And I was like, and I just saw that you just text me and you didn't even wait for a response. And I was like, I have to go. And then he was like, oh, I'm going to text you, girl. I hung up. And then I blocked him. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Like, I haven't talked to you since 2022. And he had reached out to me on Instagram a few months ago, and I didn't respond. My thing was this: you text me, you literally didn't even wait a full minute before you called my phone. What is wrong with people? See, that's why I gotta watch what I be fucking affirming. You get blocked for that because my thing is, it's not like you're somebody that I consistently talk to. And I ain't gonna lie, when I heard his voice, I was disappointed because I was kind of hoping, Anyways, But lucky if you're here, go ahead and post. But I was like, what the fuck? And then it's funny because when I post, and then I saw that your brother-in-law was watching the stories. I was like, quickly too. I was like, oh, okay. And like 5 minutes later, he posts something on his story. I was like, I see you. I see you. I was just like, what the heck is wrong with people? I got new people on here. So anybody here that's new, just FYI, I am I do teach mindset shifting and law of assumption, and we manifest on this side, y'all, and we be getting so much stuff happening for us that I just be like, you know, we have a good team. Me and my team be winning. So if you guys are interested in coaching, just let me know. I have some new stuff coming soon, but I'll put more descriptions on there. Lucky, are you here? Hi, Claudia. How are you? Can you add Claudia? Okay, gotcha. Hi, Lucky A. Go ahead and post your question. Oh, let me see. I don't know if it popped up, but let me double check. Come on, PayPal. Oh, wrong one. So, do you want to know how he's fantasizing or feeling toward you? Um, because that's the kind of two different angles. Like, you want to know what are his fantasies? Okay, how is M fantasizing about Lucky A? Oh wait, so for the spicy tarot, Um, it's actually a different service. It wouldn't be like an in-depth question. Um, it's under a different option, so it will be it's still under spicy, but it's a different payment. Um, where's my notes at? Spicy readings are different. For this one, because it's a specific question, it will be 18. Yeah, so a spicy tarot is 18, and then a spicy channeled is 28. I don't want, wait, I don't want messages, but more so from, wait, what do you mean? Like you want a reading, like a tarot reading, but you want to know what are his fantasies, right? Not the spicy messages, yeah. All right, Jess. All right, got you, girl. No, I got you. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, thank you. All right, my bad. Um, so I had the Ten of Cups, the Two of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Six of Swords, the World, the Magician, the Star, the Seven of Wands, the King of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Queen of Cups. I just like to tell people the cards I have. So I feel like his fantasies about you are, with these cards, I feel like it paints a picture of passion, emotional fulfillment, and a desire to build something deep but also exciting. I feel like he fantasizes, his fantasies like go beyond the physical. So he imagines intimacy that feels emotionally safe, playful, and tender. He wants to melt into the happy ever after. Like I don't know if he's like that type that gets a little like, I wouldn't call it cheesy, but like for me it feels like very romantic energy where like you give him nurturing and devotion but also sweetness and flirtation. So it's like he wants the fun but he also wants it to have like depth. So for me it feels like very not casual. Like he wants, again, like emotional depth that's not casual, that's not just here and there. The Two of Wands and the Seven of Cups, it does tell me that he fantasizes a lot about possibilities and choices. It's like he's daydreaming about different ways to explore your body, explore you physically and emotionally. Maybe like you guys kind of like going outside of the box sometimes. And when I say outside of the box, I don't mean like with other people, but maybe like toys, maybe, watching like porn together, like things that kind of keep it spicy. Um, there's like there for me it feels like there's a planning the next move kind of vibe. So almost as though he imagines future scenarios or role playing fantasies where he takes the lead. Um, I feel like with the Six of Swords, the World, and the Star, he sees you as an escape from the everyday grind. So he fantasizes about, like, his fantasies are about, like, traveling with you, exploring new places and experiences, or even getting lost together in your own world. And for me, when we're talking about, like, exploring, like, new places, like, this could be literally, like, you know, having sex on a balcony, like in an open space, like literally traveling and like having sex on the beach, whenever no one is there, or you think no one is there because we never freaking know when you're at the beach at night. Um, again, thinking outside of the box, not having the same routine all of the time. Um, I feel like the star brings in that dreamy, healing, almost like worship vibe. So he wants to admire your beauty and feel inspired by your presence. And for me, it's like all about giving. Even though he wants you to give to him too, but it does feel like there's a desire to satisfy you, to like taste you, devour you, right? And not expect anything in return. The Magician, the King of Wands, and the Seven of Wands, there's very strong sexual energy here. I do feel like he fantasizes about taking control, showing off his skills, and being the man who satisfies you completely. So again, it goes back to like catering to you. And it's almost like he feels confident that he can satisfy you. He knows what he's working with. He knows, like, some people may feel a little insecure when it comes to someone they really like. And with him, it's like I feel like the more he likes you, the more secure he feels in what he can give, especially when it comes to satisfying. And not just like sexually, we are talking about sexually, but I also feel like it's about satisfying in general. Knowing your wants, your needs, the things that you enjoy, what you don't enjoy. Um, he's also someone that feels like they're open to, like, some people when they're really confident, they'll be like, you don't need to teach me anything. But some people don't realize that not everybody is the same. Like, so I know some women that don't care to get oral sex or give it, but then there's some women that that's the only way they can get off, and then other women, they just enjoy it but they don't need it. So it's like I feel like with him, he's open to learning what your favorite things are. How you like him to, give you oral sex, like how do you like to be caressed. He's willing to learn, even though he's again, confident in who he is. The magician here suggests he imagines being able to do it all, which again is what I was just talking about, like to seduce, to excite, and keep you wanting more. And that comes from, again, like learning your wants and like what you really, really enjoy and what you don't really care for. And it may not be him outright asking you. I mean, I feel like he may, or if you were to tell him, like I said, he would take it as constructive criticism and not be offended. But it also comes with like him just exploring you and just learning on his own. Um, I feel like with the Seven of Wands, it shows he fantasizes about claiming you, proving himself against any competition, and being the one you can't resist. So again, fully satisfying you. The Three of Pentacles is here, and I feel like he wants to build physical chemistry over time, not just a one night thing, which is what I was telling you. Like, it doesn't feel like I want something casual. This feels like I want to be able to. This is our first time. You know, for some people, the first time is awkward, and but I'm gonna redeem myself. But I'm again, it's about learning and literally knowing all your fantasies. Like he's willing to do anything. I feel like he fantasizes about teamwork in the bedroom. Him meeting you, um well basically like you meeting him with equal energy, experimenting and creating a flow together where both of your desires are met. But I feel like he's more of a pleaser, even though he does like to be, obviously who doesn't like to be pleased. But he will definitely be more like focused more on you. So I feel like N's fantasies about you are a mix of passion and devotion. um, he wants the emotional high of feeling like he's your forever man, but also the thrill of exploration and variety. So again, like, you know, having sex in the least common places, possibly bringing toys, again, like watching porn, doing things like, let's just say, again, everybody has different fantasies. If there's something that he hasn't done or maybe has not been open to, but you want that, like he will do it. He will do it for you. I feel like he imagines himself as dominant, magnetic, and in control, which is the King of Wands, the Magician, and the Seven of Wands, while also craving deep connection, admiration, and partnership. So it's not just lust, it's lust tied to the dream of being your ideal man in every way. Um, so, yeah, that's what I'm getting with that. Feels like a lot of devotion to you. And I feel like he's definitely not going to be someone that's boring. Um, like I feel like he's trying to prove himself to you. But when he fantasizes about you, I do feel like it happens a lot because the Seven of Cups was there. Um, so yeah, I feel like he fantasizes about these things with you a lot. So that's what I have for you, love bug. And thank you so much. All right, let's go to Claudia. And Claudia, you have a you're welcome. You have a future spouse. Okay, let's get started. Give me a few. You know what? Let me use the restroom because we're gonna be here for a good few minutes. And Let me gather all of my cards for you. Okay, you'll be after Claudia. Thank you. So let me use the bathroom real quick, guys. I'm going to gather all the cards. It's a lot of them. So brace yourselves, guys. All right, I'm here, guys. I'm just getting all of our cards together. that red deck. My timing. And you said got some tea. Okay. I'm gonna pull all the cards first and then I'll come to you because it's a lot of little details. Hi everyone, welcome in. Paid readings are open. I'm working on a future spouse reading, so they're a little longer. I'm almost done pulling these cards. I feel like it's easier doing it like this. How will he treat her? How will he treat her? Jess, are you still here? I pulled all the tarot. So now we are gonna get started. Alright, we're gonna get started with physical appearance. I tell everyone this is for entertainment purposes only, but I have had people tell me that they've seen similarities in their person. So let's do that first. Physical appearances for Claudia. So Claudia, if you want to ever come back to it, it'll be at 1 hour and 2 minutes. We have average physique. We have cornrows. So maybe someone that could be like, maybe he doesn't have cornrows exactly, but could be someone that like gets a different kind of haircuts is what I get from this person. Body piercings. So he could be into that. I have peachy skin tone. Short hair. Yeah, I got someone that switches their hair. So maybe a guy that kind of like, you know how some guys sometimes will have like a fade and then other times they have like a more preppy look. We also have brown skin tone. So it could also be someone who when they tan, they get a little darker. Brown hair. And we have multiracial here. Give me one more. We have gray hair, so he could have like salt and pepper. Look, we have vitiligo. You know what right? Is it vitiligo? I don't know. I don't think anyone knows how to say this word. But it's that skin condition. And it's crazy because we got peachy tone and brown tone. So maybe they have something like that. right? Vitiligo, is it Vitilia? Whatever. What Michael Jackson had. That is what I would say. I know a few people that have that, and I swear even they don't know how to say that word. I don't know what it is. All right, I have another features deck, so we're gonna do that one too. I like to do both of them. Where are you at? I know I just had it in my hand. Now you know what I'm talking about. See, I said Michael Jackson. You knew. Yeah. We have dimples, beard, black clothing. So he may like to wear all black all the time. Like, now maybe not all the time, but maybe that is like a go-to. We have dark eyes and tattoos. That's when I got the body piercings. I was gonna mention tattoos. Could be tattoos, and there it came out. That's why I like to do this one too. Oh, fashionista, daring. We also have hazel eyes, and we have a scar. So he could have a very distinctive scar that's like noticeable that you would like spot wherever you go. All right. I forgot what's next. I forgot what's next that fast. Oh, the personality traits. So this one is always interesting. I created this like myself. And of course, I didn't put everything like perfect. So, because not everybody is perfect. So there could be some things that come out that are not so. I didn't, I mean, I didn't put anything awful either. But, you know, real people have real characteristics, is what I was saying, and personality traits. Resourceful, optimistic. So someone that you can definitely get knowledge from. Artistic, overly competitive. Okay. Fearless, but also patient. Independent. I got gullible here, so I feel like this is someone that could sometimes, you got to bring them back on their toes because they could kind of let people get away with stuff, and, that's not a good thing. Even though he can be a bit overly protective. Stubborn, so yeah, he could have like those character, like, could be stubborn, but also, again, gullible, where he lets people, and it's not just anybody. I feel like it's people that are close to him. Goal oriented, punctual, responsible just came out too. Very kind, generous, empowering. So he might like your independence. He's also cautious, very supportive. We also have trustworthy. I guess generous, I have it here twice because it's coming out again. Very loving, could be materialistic, but I feel like, when you got it going on, if you got it, what is that say? It ain't tricking if you got it. So he may be the type that he has the money to spend, so he does that. And very thoughtful, very romantic. I also have romantic here. And very responsible. You said I love artistic people. Yeah, me too. Well, you're a Sagittarius. Sagittarius usually tend to like gravitate toward, even though I don't box anybody in, but we do tend to like gravitate towards like art and travel and like all those kind of things. So I'm not surprised. I've never like any Sagittarius I've ever met. They're like very like into artistic people, into art. like museums. Like I love going to museums. I don't care how. I know people that say, "Oh my god, museums are boring." I'm like, are they? Because they're not for me. I haven't been to a museum in a while. All right, his zodiac sign. So I like to pull a few, and I'll just get a feel from there. Oh my god, we have Sagittarius, the Archer. Wait, let me see. Someone that played. Really? We have Gemini, the twins. And we have Cancer, the crab. So I feel like when it comes to their signs, it could be any one of these three. These are also where you may could possibly meet them around these time frames. But I use this deck more for that, for like um the signs of who what sign they may be. So with Cancer, you have someone that's very intuitive, sensitive, loyal, defensive, charming, nostalgic, could be moody at times, nurturer, and resilient. Um, with Gemini and Sagittarius, I'm just finding their cards because this deck comes with double cards. With Sagittarius, obviously, we have someone that's very adventurous, compassionate, assertive, erratic at times, optimistic, energetic, fun, impatient, passionate, and nurturing. And then with Gemini, you have someone who's versatile, original, charming, expressive, inspiring, vivacious, restless, enigmatic, playful, and curious. You know what enigmatic came out for? I think it was Cancer. Let me double check. Where's the Cancer card? Where's Cancer? Yeah, enigmatic. So that could be a real strong trait in this person. Hi, Jess. You know what, Jess? I literally was just asking. I'm like, Jess, are you here? Well, a few minutes ago. You know what? I forgot to grab the time. Oh no, my timing oracle deck is here. Never mind. Let's look at timing now. All right, we have the next new moon. I don't know when that is. You also have the number 49 if you want to look up the angel number on that. You also have June, and then there's a number 20 on this card. You have it's in the future, and the number on this card is 39. I just give the numbers to people just in case they want to look up angel numbers. Next year looks promising. So I want to say between the next new moon, I'm not sure when that is, and I want to say June of next year, you could be meeting this person. I feel like Spirit is saying by the next new moon, they're wanting you to get more, I want to say prepared to receive this in rather than looking at it as when will it happen and more so kind of start deciding that it is happening. Um, I feel like they're saying have faith that it's coming in because it is. And yeah, I feel like between the next new moon and June, you could be meeting this person. I want to say by next full moon to start just getting yourself in that, doing what you need to do. Like, I feel like a lot of people are sitting around waiting for love. Just kind of like work on yourself, do things that you like, that you want to do. Don't just wait around. Um, so yeah, that's what I have for you, love. With that, with the timing. Let me see. I can see that because I worked on myself a lot and I'm ready to. Yeah. So you see, like, so by next moon, like the new moons, I don't really get into all. I'm not a boxing person because I feel like we don't need to be boxing. We're limitless. But the new moons are good for like bringing new things and bringing that new energy in. Um, the full moons are more to me about releasing. So I would definitely like if you're into like doing like rituals and stuff like that, I would definitely like do that. Um, I would definitely get into doing that kind of stuff. All right, so now is the fun part, which I already pulled the decks. I already had pulled the cards, so I'm gonna just go off of the cards that I pulled. Um, so your future spouse occupation, I got the Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and the Two of Wands. Finally got pineapple. Oh damn, it's spilled in the bag. Um, your future spouse is someone who will work in a field that's very grounded, very practical. He's very financially stable. To me, this shows a I'm sorry, not a chapter, a career tied to building wealth, new opportunities, or something entrepreneurial. um, it points to them being financially motivated and often creating fresh starts or new projects. The Ten of Wands does suggest their work isn't light, it's demanding, it requires a lot of effort, responsibility, um, or physical and mental stamina. Um, this could mean they work long hours, manage heavy workloads, or are in a role where they carry significant responsibility like business ownership, management, construction, finance, healthcare, or a trade where effort equals reward. I'm not getting like a commissions. I'm not getting commissions because commissions does, you have to really work to make your money. I'm not getting that. I'm just getting that it's very demanding. With the Two of Wands, there is also an element of vision and planning. Your spouse may be involved in work that expands across locations, or has a global international element like travel, trade, real estate, logistics, or even business planning, which I feel like for some reason I would lean towards business planning, because it's showing someone who thinks ahead and is always strategizing for the future. He could also be like a financial consultant, um, that helps people with their businesses, with financial ideas, things that will bring them, revenue. So in summary, your spouse, his occupation looks like something stable and abundant, but also very demanding. So either they could run their business, like I was saying, like their own business, or be in a leadership role, or work in a field tied to planning and expansion. Um, they'll be hardworking, ambitious, and willing to carry the weight of their responsibilities in their career. Will be a big part of how they create a secure future for you both. Um, as far as their hobbies, I got the Justice, the Page of Cups, and the Four of Wands. I feel like they enjoy activities that bring balance, fairness, and clarity. This could be like debating, reading, learning about law, politics. Um, oh, I always had a feeling he'll. Oh, yeah, really? Yeah, look, that's how I was like a financial consultant or something. I get something, someone that's definitely stable in their career. They're not just getting started, for sure. Like this is not someone that's just getting started. They're definitely someone who is well established already. He could be really into journaling, self development practices. He may also like hobbies that keep him aligned and disciplined, such as like yoga, meditation, or structured games, competitions where fairness matters. The Page of Cups tells me they have a very creative, playful side. Their hobbies may include art, which we were getting someone that's artistic, um, music, writing poetry, or anything that lets them express imagination. And this is why I get like someone that like could be like again a business consultant, financial consultant, because of his creative side. This could definitely be like a Sagittarius, to be honest. Doesn't have to be, but definitely someone that has those kind of traits. Um, I feel like they enjoy lighthearted things like movies, gaming, and exploring new fun experiences. So very open to new experiences. I feel like this card shows they don't take themselves too seriously when it comes to having fun. They like to tap into their inner child, which is good. The Four Wands tells me they love social gatherings. Um, and celebrations. So their hobbies could include hosting get togethers, cooking, dancing, attending events, or traveling with friends and family. I feel like they enjoy community and creating happy memories, so they're likely to spend free time doing activities that bring joy and connection with others. Um, again, in summary, I feel like your future spouse's hobbies will be a mix of balance and serious interests, but also playful, creative outlets and social celebratory activities. Um, they're someone who definitely enjoys their peace and quiet, but you know, they also like reflective and fun hobbies, community based ones. So this could be someone that definitely likes to do things in group activities, but also likes to just be with their partner. Um, so like he could definitely be someone who goes from painting or writing to dancing at a party with equal joy. So someone that I feel like is pretty easy to satisfy when it comes to like having fun, very open to like different ideas, different things. Um, so how you will meet this person, I have the oh wait, because I wanted to pull. Hold on, let me go back because I have this oracle deck here. It's called Places, so I wanted to see if there was any other like little hobbies and stuff. I have two of these oracle decks that I want to pull from. Possible places. Um, we have roof here. Oh my god, we remember we were getting like construction too. So he could be someone that's very like handy, like a handyman in the house. He could be into like spirituality too, because I got something here with realms, and he could be into like spirituality. He likes going to concerts for sure, like I was saying, live performances, music. Likes going out to eat because we have restaurant culinary delights, celebratory dining. So this could be someone that even like the small things they're going to celebrate. We do have the bathroom here, which it talks about water and renewal, and we have, which one is this one that just fell? Social lively activities, cultural melting pot. You see, I was getting that from him. Like, we also have library, book collection, reading books, reading nooks, research resources. And we did get that he was going to be someone that's very resourceful. And then we have forest cabin, secluded retreat, cozy fireplace, remote. His Definitely, this is someone that loves their peace and quiet, but he likes to go out and have fun too. So could be someone that's like, you know, out and about, but also I'm in the house. And then let me get this other one because this one is like careers, but I use it sometimes, but I just like to pull the tarot on it because for me the oracles are just for fun. I mean, this is all for entertainment purposes only, but I like to pull the oracles because they have some cool little niches that I feel are helpful to like understand the person. And you saw how those oracles kind of match your tarot. Um, Girl, I got, and you know what's crazy? And the other day, the cemetery tried to come out, but it didn't. He could be into like spooky shit because I just got mortuary services. So like funeral director, groundskeeper, embalmer, hearse driver. I don't feel like he does these hobbies, but he may be into like, I want to say spooky movies. That's the energy that I got from that. We have social work, therapist, guidance counselor, child protective services, but I feel like it's that resourcefulness that keeps coming out for him. So he may be like the go-to person from the family and friends. Um, allegedly for I know allegedly for entertainment purposes only, when it'd be so much accuracy. News media. What the fuck? I can't talk. Reporter, journalist, videographer, and producer, um, health and wellness, nutritionist, holistic, psychologist, massage, physical therapist. Yo, this all to me goes with like your tarot. Like he's a really well balanced person. Like I feel like he could go to like a fucking rave today and tomorrow be in like in yoga. Natural science, earth science, physics, chemistry, biology, science. We also have hard labor, landscaping, construction, carpentry, dirty jobs, and community. So he's definitely, like I said, someone that, look, we have event planner here, but remember I said like a financial consultant. I feel like he could be like a financial consultant or a business consultant. Like I feel like it's someone that either has, I feel like he could be like someone that works for himself and definitely helps people with their businesses. There's something that he does, even if that could be his hobby. Like let's just say that's his side hustle, but it is something that he does. How you guys will meet? Let's go back to that. I got the Strength, the Temperance, and the Five of Wands. Um, I feel like you guys are gonna meet in a group or social setting where there's playful tension, competition, differing energies. The meeting will call for patience and confidence, and it will unfold in a way that feels very balanced and aligned, maybe like with divine timing, if you believe in divine timing. What starts with sparks or friction will quickly soften into harmony and mutual respect. Um, so I do feel like this could be, um, it could be like in a setting where like one supports, helps, or encourages the other. So could be like at work. I don't get work. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not like experiencing work, but I don't really get that. There could be fitness, a healing space, or just a moment that calls for compassion and inner strength. Um, I just I feel like it's definitely like a harmonious environment, even though there could be debate. So this could be like, let's just say, I want to say a social event, or like that. Like I said, like maybe you get used to like there's a free. I know out here sometimes one of my friends she goes to like these free Zumba classes that like are outdoor, and she meets a ton of people. Like let's just say it's something like that. Um, so that's that. Where you guys will meet, we got the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Temperance. Um, the Ten of Cups, obviously for me, quickly when I saw that, I'm like, that's why I say I feel like it's like a social gathering, but where you will know people. Even if you don't know everyone, it will be where you will know people. Because to me, it felt like family when I saw that Ten of Cups. So you will likely meet your future spouse in, again, a social or family like environment. So even though there's debate there, it's not gonna be like how, like, let's just say politics are in the U.S. right now. I forget where you're at, Claudia, but I don't think you're in the U.S. Um, so possibly through gatherings or mutual connections, which is what I said, like you will know some of these people. It will come at a time when you're more cautious or protective of yourself. And I feel like you both will be in this place. Like you're more protective of yourselves, not really kind of like open to love, but also not rushing in. Um, what? Oh, really? Let me tell you something. The other day, my friend was like, we were, because she's more into astrology, and some of the stuff that came up, I was just like, hold on, that is me. In my second house, that was all me, and I was like, some of the stuff I do gravitate towards it. I just don't box myself into it anymore. Um, so yeah, you guys will be more like in this place of being protective of yourself, but still open. So yet the setting will feel balanced, is what I'm getting, safe and divinely orchestrated. Um, I would say think of a gathering that blends joy with calmness, like a family event, celebration, or a community spiritual setting, which is what for some reason I said Zumba, what my friend goes to. Um, what your relationship will be like. I feel like your relationship will be, well, this is, yeah, what the relationship will be like as an overall. Um, you got the Ace of Cups, the Lovers, and the Queen of Cups. So I absolutely love seeing this. To me, your relationship will be deeply romantic, emotionally secure, passionate, and soulmate like. A mix of overflowing love, sacred partnership, and tenderness. Um, the overall energy when you guys meet, I feel like so you have the Two of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and the Three of Cups. um I feel like when you guys meet, the energy will be a mix of instant recognition, healing from past heartbreak, and joy through social connection, which is what I've been getting. Social event could be meeting him through friends, family, like even people that you work with that he's not directly working there, but you can meet him through like coworkers that you're close to. Um, it feels like the universe is giving you both a second chance at real love in the middle of a fun celebratory environment. Um, Now we're gonna go into like the strength and weaknesses. I'm gonna start with the strengths of the relationship, and I got the Three of Wands, the Six of Swords, and the Seven of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. Sorry. The relationship will consistently move forward. You both will encourage each other to dream bigger, plan for the future, and take steps towards long-term goals together. There's absolutely a lot of expansion and growth here, and also adventure in your bond. Um, I feel like the Six of Swords here, and I feel like you guys will help each other through challenges. You keep each other balanced. This is a relationship that knows how to move past conflict, stress, or rough patches with grace. You'll feel like you're each other's safe harbor, helping each other heal and transition into better times. And which is, I think I was telling you this the other day. I'm not a big person. I think it was you, of like, oh my God, like you have to heal. Maybe I know I don't think it was you, but I will tell you, I'm not a believer that, oh my God, you have to be 100% healed for something great to come in. I feel like you just have to be on the path of like letting go of your past, which you can call that healing, for something to come in. Like you can't be stuck in your past forever. And I feel like that's what this is saying. Um, it's going to happen at a time where you may still have, we're always working on ourselves. That's one thing. It's not like you just heal one day and then that's it. You're never going to go through things. So I feel like, but this is someone that you both can feed off of each other and get each other continuing to move forward. So like if you've been in relationships where the person wasn't very giving or like didn't care, this is not it. The Seven of Wands together, you will bring strong and protective, um, you'll be strong and protective of your connection. Even if outside challenges or opinions show up, you'll fight for each other and stand your ground. This gives your relationship, I was going to say them. This gives your relationship resilience and passion. I feel like with the Page of Pentacles, there's always a willingness to learn and grow together, which is good. Um, they'll stay curious about, like, they'll stay curious about you. You may stay curious about him, um, which is good because the relationship won't go stale. This is also suggesting a practical, grounded approach. So you'll work together to build stability and share goals. Um, I feel like with the Four of Pentacles, For the weaknesses and the hermit, at times there could be struggles with letting go, whether that's past wounds, fears, or vulnerability, or even control over money, resources. Learning to fully trust and release control may be a challenge, but this for me feels like more so in the beginning, because once you guys get in that comfort of like, okay, he's here to he's here to grow with me, not grow from me or like take from me, and he'll feel the same way. Things will calm down. The hermit is here. One or both of you may withdraw emotionally when things get tough, preferring solitude or overthinking rather than open communication. This could sometimes make the other feel shut out or alone in the relationship, but again, I feel like the weaknesses are going to come in more so in the beginning. um so yeah, that's what I'm getting with that. um so how he'll treat you, and I pulled a lot more cards than I normally do. I just, it is what it is. I don't care. I just felt like it. So I just always go with what my guides say anyways. Um, how he'll treat you. I feel like he will treat you as his chosen partner. You have the lovers here, with a mix of sweet playfulness, passion and devotion, and respect and honesty. Um, the Seven of Swords. I'm sorry, because so let me tell you the cards you got first. That's why I'm like, you got the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Cups. You have the Lovers, the Two of Swords, the Moon, the Seven of Swords reversed, the Ten of Wands reversed, the Magician, the King of Wands, and the King of Swords. So with the King of Swords and the Seven of Swords, that to me is like he'll treat you with honesty and respect, very, very honest and open about whatever it is that's going on. At times, he may hesitate to reveal everything he feels right away with that Two of Swords and the Moon, but he won't want to play games or hide things. His goal will definitely be to build a relationship based on truth and mutual effort and respect. Most importantly, he'll want to make your life lighter, not heavier. So stepping up to be a strong, dependable, and passionate partner. And remember when I said like you both may be a little guarded? That's what I got with that Two of Swords and the Moon too. Like again, initially there's gonna be a little bit of protectiveness, but there's openness. Um, so that is what I had. That's what I had for you. But oh, let me get your manifestation cards because I'm forgetting something. That's what I have for you with that. Those were really good, and it kind of just went with even the oracles that I pulled, um, the tarot, and I feel like you're gonna get someone that's very well balanced. Um, if you like to be a homebody, he likes that too. You like to go out and party sometimes, he likes that too. And very artistic. Um, all right, so we have awakening. I'm going through a spiritual awakening right now. I'm transforming into the person I've chosen to become. So that's why I feel like it's coming up soon, but it may take, a little more time. But to me, June will be here before we know it. Creativity. I'm excited to collaborate with you and curious to see what we create. When two creative souls join forces, the results can be profoundly beautiful and rewarding. And this doesn't just mean like let's create something outside of us. This also is like what you guys can create together emotionally, physically, mentally. But again too, like I feel like it's someone that's definitely into art and creativeness. We have healing. I'm going through a process of healing and restoration so that I can be in optimal health again. So remember how I said like you don't need to be 100% healed, but you're going to be on the path of that. You said that's so cool because I have been balancing out my life the past months, taking on new hobbies. Yeah, that's good. And I was just talking about this. I went out with my friends and they're both older than me. One is 10 years older than me, the other one is 20 years older than me. And like most of my friends are older, and we were like talking about that, and I was like saying like I feel like when I'm out and about and I'm like enjoying life and I'm you know focusing on like new hobbies or like doing little things, I feel like everything flows a lot easier, like a lot. Money, people, just it just does. Mission, we share a passion for helping others. We have a mission to fulfill in this world together. Um, Mistaken, I'm not the person who is in your life right now. Have you mistaken the wrong person for your soulmate? So I feel like this is someone you have not met. And then we have network. There is potential for our paths to cross in the workplace or through professional endeavors. Remember I said this, a social event. And I also said something with work, but I don't feel like you guys work together. This could be like a coworker that could invite you somewhere and you meet someone they know. I love this deck. This is one of my favorite decks. We have familiar, whether virtually or in person, we've already met. So to me, this feels when you meet this person, you're going to feel that instant connection. This is what I was saying. I think that came out in one of your tarot cards. Like, it's going to be a familiar feeling where you're going to feel comfortable with each other. Like, we're a little guarded, but we feel comfortable. You don't overthink one specific part of your life. Yeah, exactly. And we have journey. I see a journey in our future. Is this how we'll meet? And then we have family. I'm excited about starting a family with you and creating new traditions. So that's what I have for you, boo. I hope that was helpful. So thirsty. When I This is the one thing I don't like about drinking. I only had 3 drinks, but I just feel like the next day I'm so dehydrated. Hi, Diamond. How are you? Hi, Claudia. I mean, not Claudia. Thank you, Claudia. That's what I meant to say. You're very welcome. I know that reading takes a little longer, but I'm also like I had to gather the cards because I'm sitting on my bed today, y'all. All right, so Lucky, if you're here, let me know. Oh, oh, good, Claudia. Yeah, donations are still open. All right, Lucky, you're here. I have your question. Sorry that takes long. Yeah, I got it. Paid. So we have Lucky 8. Is it cutting out for everyone else? Let me know, guys, so I could just reboot. But let me make sure if it's cutting out for everyone else, because if not, then it's on your end. Is it cutting out for everyone else? Hi, for anyone that's here. Is it cutting out for you guys? Well, no, I want to reboot it if it is cutting out for everyone else. It could because the fan is close to me too. Diamond, can you hear me clearly, or is there static on your end? it's a little static. All right, so let me reboot. Hold on, give me a second. I just don't like to reboot if it's just one person because it sometimes fucks up the stream. But hold on. Can you guys hear me? All right, y'all should be able to hear me because I could hear it. Yeah, you know what, that was, it was the audio for sure. But I could hear my word. I could hear me clearly, even with the static. I don't know why it's all right. So, but the static is annoying. I get I would have I would have said something too because yeah, I don't know what, there's something with, like, I guess because I worked like in a law firm for so many years, that there was always something about when people used to call me and it was just even the slightest bit of background noise, I would be like, call me back when there's nothing. And when even when my friends, like, if I have people that call me and there's just shit going on in the background, I just hang up. I don't like to hear that shit. All right, so let's go to Lucky's question. All right, Jess, can you add Diamond, please? Wait, Jess, what were you saying? Oh, oh wait, actually, it's info please first, and then Diamond. My bad. All right, let's see. What is Ben telling his friends and family about Lucky? What is he telling them? The last one actually took me a little longer today, but it was detailed. I like to give people a lot of detail. When Spirit has a lot to say, we're gonna do it. Sometimes they don't. I can't help what message they're trying to give y'all. What is he telling them? What is N telling his family and friends? Okay, we got the death card. Okay, the Ten of Cups, the Knight of Wands. You know, right away, I feel like he's definitely telling them that you. So I don't know if this guy wasn't always the most committal. Um, and could be like, could have been like a person that just didn't commit for long, kind of just, yeah, that's what I'm getting. Like maybe didn't commit for long or never thought about like long-term commitment. And I feel like when he's telling them, because I have the Ten of Cups and it wants the Moon, it's kind of coming in as like the energy that I was getting, where I said like you show up as kind of different from his previous partners. Yeah, like the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom. That you're someone that he can see himself having a family with. Um, does he know when? No. I feel like he's still kind of like at this phase where he tells them like, no, like I could really see myself having a family with her. I could see myself getting married to her. But I first want to have like fun, like go out, like just us enjoy ourselves, like grow from there. The moon for me tells me that he may tell them, I feel like he's unsure about your feelings for him. Show me that moon. What is he uncertain? What's give me one for the moon. Yeah, the Queen of Cups. So I feel like there could be just a little anxiety or worry because he doesn't know how you feel. So if you have not expressed your feelings to him, he could be a little bit like in limbo. I have the Ace of Cups here, which is again a card of marriage, of proposals. I feel like he lets them know that he just wants things to go smooth, to be easy, not just for him but also for you. I do feel like he has mentioned like how he's attracted to you, how beautiful you are. Um, I feel like he may not express this to everyone because I don't think he's coming in. Yeah, because I'm getting the Page of Wands with the Strength card. I do feel like this is not something that he's just telling just everyone that's willing to hear. If he's having these conversations, it does feel like it's to very close people, and it may not be a lot of people because I literally am getting like one or two people here. I don't feel like he's just like going around talking to everyone about this, but again, I do also feel like he could be saying like he's holding back because he's unsure about what's happening here. I do have the Queen of Wands here, which again, it talks about um being very attracted to you, liking that you're bold, that you're independent. He may tell them like, yeah, she's just absolutely so beautiful that she can have whoever she wants. Show me more, spirit. But he sees you as holding back with the Four of Pentacles. Show me more. The Ace of Swords. So I feel like he is confiding in someone really close to him. And I want to say, like, again, we got the Four of Wands here. So he's seeing, to me, this is one of the marriage cards. Um, he, but this is the thing. I feel like he's a very, like, he's uncertain because he sees you holding back. He wants clarity. And I feel like whoever it is that he's talking to is saying basically, like, try to get clarity on the situation, like on how she's feeling, because he's kind of clear on how he's feeling. I just feel like he's unsure about you if you're interested in that way. So if you have not expressed any kind of interest, he could be feeling confused, wanting clarity, and I feel like he may come towards you soon to figure things out. Is there anything else that he's saying? Yeah, I'm not getting nothing else. Let me see. Is there anything else? Girl, yeah, the Emperor with the Lover. So I feel like whoever he's talking to, he's definitely letting them know that you are showing up as like his ideal person. And that's the main energy I get here. But I also, another thing is just confusion as to how you're feeling. So that's what I have for you, love bug. Let me see. I have expressed that I'd like to see him again and apologize for being so wishy-washy before. But he has, oh, that's, okay, so he hasn't replied to that. So Yeah, just give him time. I feel like you'll hear from him because he wants clarity too. There's a little confusion here. So just remember, like, I always say this, like, words, I mean, we've heard this before. Words are one thing, but if you show confusion in your actions, you're only going to confuse the person. So just give him time to respond because I know he will. I know he is. Yeah. But do you know that if he's a player? Because sometimes we label people and they're so far from what we're labeling them. Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. Just assuming, yeah, change your assumptions. Just assuming, yeah, it's crazy, but that's why I say, like, our assumptions, that's what I do teach that because our assumptions are why we are experiencing certain things. Because for all you know, he's probably like the most loyal person you ever meet. Maybe in his singlehood, like, when this is what I say, you can't, you cannot. This is what I always say: you cannot judge a person and how they act when they're single to when they're like, compare the single person and the person in the relationship, because when someone is single, there it's free game. And you even be surprised because I have guy friends that even in their singlehood they never like were players, and they're married and have great relationships. So you just be surprised. But if someone is single, then they do them. It's, you just got to focus more on like how is, like, what is gonna, like, how the relationship is gonna go, and always be optimistic. So thank you, Lucky. All right. And so you can go ahead and post. I'm not sure if you post it on. Let me see if you post it on because you sometimes do. Oh wait, I do. I got it right here. All right, what's coming towards you in love? Let me grab a different time for October. Let's see. Coming in love. What time is it? Oh, it's 3:41. Damn, today is flying by. Yo, it's almost October. I remember when you told me that you was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it's gonna be April." I was like, "Just stop counting me the months." I would think I was stressed about time now. Now I'm not. So I'm like, "Oh my God, we're about to be in October." Alright, we got the Tower, the Eight of Cups reversed, the Seven of Wands reversed, the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. So as of now, I'm not getting anyone coming in. Um, in October, when it comes to love, I do still see you more in singlehood here with the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. But this is the thing: you have the Tower here. Spirit is saying that something has to change. Um, Something will change. Like, you're gonna receive some type of sudden insight and awakening. Like, you're gonna. This is the thing, because I feel like your past. You keep going to your past. Like, either you're thinking about your past too much, you're focused on your past, or on beliefs that don't benefit you. You may be feeling a bit exhausted when it comes to love, is what I'm getting in October. And it almost feels like there's a sense of like destroyed confidence, um feeling overwhelmed, and being overly protective of your energy. Now, what I will say, because I'm all for being overprotective, protecting yourself, not just jumping into things. But if you're blocking love out where you're just like, hell no, like I am not willing to get my heart broken, or it's hard for me to like find love, it's hard for me to receive love, you're technically blocking something that could be coming in. Um, and feeling again like a sense of like wanting to give up on love, and it has to do with your past, because your past is showing up here with the 8 of Cups reversed. To me, it's indecision, um and fear of change, fear of loss. So there's a need to kind of like be more confident, because I do see you being I don't want to say alone like that, but more in singlehood coming October, because there needs to be more internal changes. It's almost like you're stopping this tower moment from happening. And I know people get scared of towers. I know like that's how a lot of us were, well, I wasn't taught that when it came to the tower. I just started to see that a lot when I started coming on YouTube, where I was like, why is it are they making it seem like the tower is a bad thing? The tower for me is a great thing. Like, it's a great thing to let the tower moments happen, because it's only letting you know that your foundation was very very weak. And when the tower happens, it had to happen that way, right? And now you have the chance to rebuild on a strong foundation. And I feel like it's almost like you need to almost like, this is gonna sound crazy, but this is how spirit's saying, like, get butt ass naked, and like almost like wash those layers off of like from your past. And wash yourself, shower, come back out, lotion yourself, oil yourself, and like be refreshed. Like, it's almost like you're being forced to do this, and let go of whatever has happened in the past. And I'm not necessarily saying like you're stuck on someone. You could be, but I'm not. I feel like it's more so like you're keeping yourself stuck in your past stories of relationships. Um, with the Queen of Wands showing up in the middle, to me, you're so confident that I think you're not even tapping into your full potential right now. For me, the Queen of Wands, she's very courageous. She's not in fear. She's very independent. She's very focused. She has a lot of determination, joy, and she's absolutely stunning. And for me, the Queen of Wands, she knows she can have whatever she wants. Out of all the queens, not that none of them are assertive, they are, but she's the one that comes in, and like for me, she knows that when she walks in the room, she's gonna show stop. She knows that if she says jump, everybody's gonna jump, not just like men, but just people, family. And with the Queen of Cups, what they're saying is like you can balance that, almost like that dark feminine energy, not dark as in evil, but like like that seductive, with someone that is more balanced, which is the Queen of Cups, very loving, very nurturing. I feel like October is going to be a good month for you to like mother yourself, to like nurture yourself, um, and start getting your mindset to like in certain practices of, again, optimism. You have the 8 of Wands. I feel like once you decide that, you know what, I'm not gonna stay here and like be in victimhood, you have things coming in fast, because you got the 8 of Wands, and then at the bottom you have the Lovers and the Hierophant. This is like full alignment in the higher level commitment. Show me the 8 of Wands for me is all about movement, things moving really really fast for you, and working out in your favor. Show me the 8 of Wands with the Page of Pentacles. So I'm gonna say, whatever, there is an opportunity for it that's gonna come in love. It may not be in October, but there is someone that's coming in once you kind of let this tower moment happen. And the Page of Pentacles for me is also a card of manifestation. So that's what I have for you, love. Yeah, I'm getting someone that's ambitious and like full of desire. All right, and Diamond, you can post. I think Diamond's gonna be my last person for this live because I might come back on later. Just what time is your concert? What time are you leaving for your concert? And thank you, Info. Okay, just okay. Let me see. Why does S keep asking Diamond if she misses him? So we could do last call just for paid readings. Yeah, just be confident too, Emco, because you always come up as like an empress, a queen of wands. Like you always show up as a queen. I think you just don't know. Like you don't tap into that. You need to tap in more to that. All right, the king of wands. This is for diamond. The queen of wands, and you know what's crazy? They're facing opposite directions. I feel like the Hierophant, the two of swords, the page of pentacles. I feel like when it comes to you, Diamond, you kind of ruffle his feathers, I want to say. And you got the Ten of Pentacles. And this is the thing, like, I don't know if you guys have had a conversation about where this connection is going, but I feel like he wonders if you still want the long term part of it. Um, I also feel like there's like guilt here. Show me the Two of Swords, the Three of Swords. So, you know what I'm getting? I feel like he's at a place where he may not feel 100% confident that you won't leave. Um, I feel like I feel like before there could have been this sense of like, I want to say cockiness where he's just like, and I don't want to say cockiness like purposely, but like he was just almost sure that you were going to be there. Where now I feel like he wonders if you are. It's almost like I'm afraid that she's gonna leave. And this is the thing, he wants a long term relationship with you because I do have the Hierophant and Ten of Pentacles, but he doesn't know if that's what you want, or he's afraid that you'll leave. Yeah, I feel like he's afraid that if he doesn't step it up, you might walk out again. Show me more, girl. As I said that, you want to know what cards came out? As I said, he's afraid that you may walk again. I got the Fool with the Moon. And you know what it feels like when someone has kind of decided, I am not gonna be worried. I'm not gonna be stressed about this shit. Like whatever happens, happens. And I feel like he's feeling your energy too calm. Where maybe before he felt like, and we can always feel energy. It's not something that you look for. You just can tell someone is anxious, right? Maybe before he felt like she's putting up a fight for this. She's anxious. She's whatever. Even if you were calm on the outside, where now it's the opposite. You're more calm, and I feel like he's more in anxiety. um he's the one that's afraid of you leaving, um because again, you're showing up as more balanced and more free where he's not. So he does have fears of you possibly, like, again, walking out, going into your new beginning. That I do miss him after so long of not seeing anything. I finally told him today that I do miss him. Okay. Yeah, I feel like he needs that reassurance. He's definitely looking for reassurance from you because he's not feeling 100% confident. That within self, it's not about you. It's not about how he feels about you. Like, he loves you. He wants long term here because I have it here. But what he's afraid of, and he's needing reassurance, is that you're still all in. Anything else here? Like the lovers with the two of cups, girl. What is it? How just say he's down bad. He's down bad. You know what this reminded me of? It reminded me of the um oh my god, Usher song. You got it bad. This is what that remind. I don't know why I just thought of that song. Like, he got it bad right now. Good. This is where he needs to be at. Down bad for real. Yep. Look, yo, the Ten of Swords. You can't make this stuff up. Like, he's just like, hold on, she's not really reactive. Like, what's going on? But that's a good thing because I feel like I always say this shit when they know they people can tell your energy, and when you're more like invested, I hate to say that, and that's a bad assumption to have. I'm gonna stop saying that stuff, but I'm talking 3D-ish stuff right now. You know, they tend to kind of fold. That's why they say, even like when I teach people, I'm like, in the 3D, you act like nothing. You don't post shit. You don't post no sad shit. You act like nothing. And you'll see how the energy just balances out even faster. So that's what I have for you, Diamond. I hope that was helpful. His energy is so different, which is good. That's how I know you shifted your energy. You had to have. I hope that was helpful. You're welcome. Thank you. All right, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all later. Just, I'll talk to you, but if I don't have a great time at the concert, and Diamond, you have a wonderful day. And anyone else is here, you all have a great day. Bye.